Okay, so distributive property, also known as sharing equally, and it's a math rule that sort of overrides the order of operations in one particular situation. So let's look at what that situation looks like. Another way to think about this and kind of lock in on what it means is thinking about the word baby. There's a B in front of the A and also in front of the Y, and BA plus BY equals baby. Just a little cute little thing. Also with numbers, it's a little bit more kind of easy to understand in my opinion. We've got 4 being multiplied. Do you guys see the invisible multiplication symbol here?
No.
There is one there. You need mathematical glasses. There's an invisible multiplication symbol between the 4 and the parentheses. And so when you're distributing, you know how the mail carrier in your neighborhood has mail for all of the houses on the streets, for instance, in your neighborhood? So maybe you live on Cabot Street, and it's like your mail carrier has 4 pieces of mail for 2 of the houses on Cabot Street. And he also has 4 pieces of mail for 3 of the houses on Sawyer Road. And so how many pieces of mail is he giving out to each of those places? Well, we take the 4 and multiply it by the 2. So this means 4 times 2. And then to know how many total pieces of mail he also brought some mail to those houses on Sawyer Road. So that is 4 times 3. And then we could do that math. We've pulled away the parentheses in a different way than we're used to. But the answer comes out the same. So this is 4 times 2 is what? Everybody? 8 plus, what's 4 times 3? 12. And what's 8 plus 12? 20. Let's look at that another way. It also says that 4 times 2 plus 3 means 4 groups of, your eyes should be on the screen or on me, not doodling. 4 groups of 2 plus 3. So I have a group of 2 plus 3 here, another group of 2 plus 3. Do you see how there are 4 groups of 2 plus 3 there? And we said on the other page that the answer to this was 20. It's the same thing, okay? So now let's go ahead and see if it works by adding up these groups of 2 plus 3. What's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3? 12. What's 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2? 8. What's 8 plus 12? 20. So we get the same answer. That's because this really does mean 4 groups of 2 plus 3. Let's check it out when we have variables involved. When there are variables involved, it works the same exact way. This is saying there's 4 groups of 2y plus 3b. And remember, we don't know what y is, and we don't know what b is. Y could be the cost of a yo-yo, and b could be the cost of a banana. But we won't be able to find out what this all equals unless we knew what y and b were. We're going to apply the distributive property first, and then we're going to see if that worked by combining up those groups on the right. I would prefer you didn't do that right now because we're taking notes and listening and watching. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the distributive property, and I want you to watch how I do it because this is going to be how I expect it to be in your notes. We're going to multiply 4 times 2. I want you to show that by drawing an arrow, eyes on the screen, drawing an arrow, and putting a multiplication symbol above the arrow. You'll see when we get to our notes on the bottom. Don't do it yet. You're just watching right now. Just watching, Jordan. Turn that over. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to multiply the 4 times the 3 times b. So let's see how that looks. First, I'll do 4 times 2 times y. Do you see how I wrote that? That's what that means. and then I'm going to bring down my plus sign. I can't do anything with that yet. I'm not allowed to. And now I have 4 times 3 times b. I want you to write it like that. But we're not finished yet because I'm simplifying this expression using the distributive property, and that doesn't look simpler yet. So let's continue to simplify. This problem isn't on your notes. You're just watching. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go back to my purple color. This is 4 times 2 times y. What's 4 times 2? 8. What's 8 times y? Can we do it? It's just 8y. Who said that? Very sophisticated. You get a house point, but get it after. Excellent. Okay, so that's just 8y. What's 4 times 3 times b? Well, what's 4 times 3? 12. What's 12 times b? Be sophisticated. Great. 12b. Okay, I love it. Okay, so we've completed that problem. We've simplified it using the distributive property, a workaround to get around parentheses. Let's see if that tracks when we just take 4 groups of 2y's plus 3b's and we combine it the way we did on the other page. What's 2y plus 2y plus 2y plus 2y? 8y. Good. Plus, what's 3b's plus another 3b's plus 3b's plus 3 more b's? 12b's. We got the same answer, whether we did our distributive property or just combined the groups. Do you see how they're exactly the same? Can I add 8 yo-yos and 12 bananas and have 20 yo-nanas? No, that would be so weird. Don't say yo nana. That's not very polite, right? Okay, it's like yo mama, but it's even worse because it's yo nana. Okay, no, I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're not doing that because we don't know what y equals and we don't know what b equals, so we can't do the math. Got it? Let's do an example on your paper. Go ahead to your notes, page 40. So I've already talked through all of this with you. These are all the steps. Remember, don't combine those unlike terms or you're going to have things like yo-nanas. You're going to have things like chorses or hickens, eek. Okay, we're not doing that. On the bottom, you guys have 2 problems that didn't make it onto my notes, and they are 3 times 2 plus 4. Okay, let's start with that one. So what do I want to see? I want to see an arrow showing that 3 is the mail carrier and bringing 3 pieces of mail to 2 houses on Cabot Street. And we're putting the multiplication symbol. And then we would do 3 times 2, and we write 3 times 2 underneath. Then we will bring down the plus sign. And now we will do another arrow showing that the mail carrier is bringing 3 pieces of mail to 4 houses on Sawyer Road. And we would write down below, that would be 3 times 4 houses. 3 pieces of mail, 4 houses. So far, so good? We have written all of that? Good. Okay, now we're going to actually do all the math we can do. So we can do 3 times 2, what is that? 6. We can do 3 times 4, what is that? 12. We know they're being added. What is 6 plus 12? 18. We could add them because they are like terms. But watch what happens when we have that same type of problem, but there's a variable involved. Okay, I'm going to start out by showing how I will distribute 5 pieces of mail to X houses on Cabot Street. I would take 5 and multiply it times X. What is 5 times X? My sophisticated people, yes, it is 5 times X or 5X, good. Plus, what is it when I multiply 5 times 3? 15, good. You're going to write 5 times 3. Sorry, I skipped a step there. Now we can go ahead and write the answers. 5 times X is 5X plus 5 times 3 is 15. Can we go further?
No.
Oh, good. We can't. Because we have 5 pieces of mail that has been delivered to X houses. We don't know how many houses the mail carrier went to. We know that on Sawyer Road, he delivered 5 pieces of mail to 3 houses, so that was 15 pieces of mail. But we have no idea how many houses were on Cabot Street on their route, so we can't find the answer. Could this be 20 X's? No. It's like I literally have 5. Maybe I have 5, I bought 5 xylophones. How much would a xylophone cost, you think?
400.
I don't even know. Does anyone know? Does anyone go buy xylophones? Anybody work in a music store? We don't know. So if we can't find that out, then we can't simplify it any further, because what operation is happening between 5 and the price of a xylophone? Multiplication. It's invisible, but we see it with our mathematical glasses. What? Yeah, I could even put a dot there, right, G? I could put a dot there. What do I have to do first before I can add? Don't I have to multiply 5 times x before I can add? So if I can't multiply, then I can't add, then I call that stuck. I'm just stuck with this answer. Does everyone agree? Beautiful. Okay. We're not going to do the other side. There are some practices on the other side.